This is going to be a mock lesson for inventing Galicia. What I'm going to try and do here is start with an opera that came out in 1794 initially, but eventually became available in Lviv in 1796. And that's Galicia. Probably include a lot of Carpathian Mountains imagery as well. The play I'll summarize as there's something about the miller's daughter, a romantic rivalry turned reconciliation, and from then we can expand to a couple of more historical things, like typical historical cultural history, and mesh it with enlightened monarchy. So you can bring in all 3 or 4 people, their countries. You can put the map and just their faces on the countries or the territories, and the next map will be poemed in the way that it gets partitioned. Maria Theresa's supposed disgust or repugnance with the idea, then the justification they found for it, and that becomes I guess a legal tactic to justify. So that information, maybe even find a picture of the historical claim where Hungary claims Galicia and Lodomeria, and you can find, I guess, the Polish claim as well. This is all vindication. The next enlightened monarch you would go through would be Joseph, and his concern for the unserved, also his conception of Galicia, and his ambiguous nod toward Sarmatians, which was kind of the mythical identity adopted by Polish to give them a sense of historical mightiness, which had eluded them. This was in the form of long coats and colored swords, to get a better idea of the ethnic culture in the beginning. In the play that I mentioned, the reconciliation that happens between the lowlands and the highlands. And there's a lot of colorful costumes there too. Vests, hats, feathers, peacock feathers. And with Joseph, you have his concern, his enlightened concern for the unserved peasants exploited by the nobility. And this is Habsburg. And next, you bring in Catherine, this is Russia, and her relationship to Voltaire. You do a side about him as a noted satirist, philosopher, bring in more of the enlightened era there. His letter, maybe you find something like that. You unscramble this chaos from Danzig to the mouth of the Danube. Go back to maps from there. You go to Catherine next.